Welcome to my channel Einfach nur Rohstoffe. I'm Cornell and I want to talk about this merger going on between Baseload Energy on the one side and Forum Energy on the other. I'm a shareholder of Baseload Energy, so it's I want to know what it's all about, this merger, and if it fits us as shareholders of Baseload Energy. If you are a shareholder of Forum Energy, maybe you get also some interesting infos. But yeah, let's dive in, and I'll see you in the video. Is this merger a step forward for both? And before we start, I want to highlight that I was able to speak to James Sykes, the CEO of Baseload Energy, several weeks ago. I think 5 weeks ago. We had a great talk about several aspects about the drill program, which they wanted to do before this major merger thing with Forum. So check this out if you haven't seen it. I'll put a link up here and in the description. And I apologize for the sound. It's not perfect, but the infos are great. So check it out, and we're gonna start soon. So my idea was to talk about the initial situation of both merger parts, Baseload Energy on the one side and Forum Energy on the other. I have to say that I'm a shareholder of Baseload Energy, not Forum Energy, but I had Forum on the watch list for several months, years, would I say? I'd say years. And I think it's a great company with a really good CEO, a lot of knowledge in this company, and great assets, but we'll look at this later on. So the first thing I want to start is Baseload Energy. They have 4 promising land packages around the Athabasca Basin, and James Sykes always told us that his approach is this Athabasca 2.0 theory. And I mailed him and said, this merger, maybe you go away from this approach, this Athabasca 2.0 approach. But he said that's not the case. This Thelon Basin is even more this approach because it's outside of the Athabasca Basin. It's similar to the Athabasca Basin and underexplored. So this would strengthen his Athabasca 2.0 theory. Baseload has already a deposit called Akio. They found it on the Hook project, one of their projects, and is really close to the Athabasca Basin. And they did a lot of drilling there. I think more than 30,000 meters in the last 2.5 years. And it's close to infrastructure, and it has the potential to come online in not in the next 2 years, but in the next 5 years, I would say. That's really a great project. Not that high grade. That was also the problem. The reason why the market was not that thrilled about it. But I think if you dig deeper there, it's really promising. And it has, I think, around 10 million pounds in the ground. We don't know yet, but I think it's in this area or in this region, in this size region, and it is cheap to produce because it's open pit possibility there, and the infrastructure, like I said, is nearby, so they can do the toll milling. We talked about this in the interview also, and they have nearby 2 drill targets close to this Akio deposit for a potential hub and spoke model. James Sykes told us about this also in several videos. The great thing would be if there are several deposits in this region, they have only to build one camp, and they can choose with which one they will start. But the problem is that these targets are not drilled yet, and that was the idea, to drill these targets. These TT target, I'll show you the map. This TT target here on the southwest side of the Accio project. This was the target for this summer drill program, and this tab was also there above there. Both really interesting looking drill targets, and the James Sykes did several videos about it. Check them out. I think that was really looked good, but this merger made the plans, or shifted the plans a bit, but we'll come to that later. They have, and that's the outstanding thing, around 4 million Canadian dollar in flow-through cash and 4 million in hard dollars. That was the important thing. Baseload has this money which they raised around 18 months ago or so. So they have cash left in this situation where all the explorers are desperate and have no cash and no possibility to make good deals on the equity market side. So this is the great, or the big point, a plus point for Baseload Energy. Why the investment thesis was also based on this particular promise that half of their market value is cash. That was, or that is the initial idea to invest in Baseload Energy. So drilling these two targets in order to hit big, that was the idea, and then hopefully increase the share price and then raise new dollars to continue drilling these targets and make this hub and spoke model district thing out of it. That is the idea of Baseload Energy. That was the reason why I invested in them initial several years ago, but now I bought, or in the last months I bought really more shares of Baseload, all before this merger now, because that was the idea behind it. I think James Sykes is possible, will be hitting big here, and the share price will increase, and this flow through dollar cash will be enough to propel the price of Baseload higher in order to make then the raise and dilute not that much the existing shareholders, us. So this is the initial situation of Baseload in short version. The initial situation of Forum. They have a lot of land packages in the Athabasca Basin and in the underexplored Thielen Basin. And this is the point. The Thielen Basin is the unique thing about them. Not unique for them. Aether Energy also has a lot of land there, and Orano has also land there and an initial deposit, and Forum is around them, but we'll come to this later. Tadigak and Corvik are their two deposits they also have. They were both found by Cameco in the, 2008, 9, 10, in the last bull market. Cameco drilled there several meters, and Forum made a follow-up drill program in 2024 in order to extend all these two footprints there, and they did well, but not what the market wanted to see, not these extreme high-grade hits. So their share price also declined in the last months drastically. But they have another 20 to 30 promising drill targets at their Aberdeen project there in the Thielen Basin for more big discoveries, and that's the sweet spot. Also, their Baseload has one or two interesting targets with this TT target and this TAP target around Akio, but Forum Energy has around 20 or 30 of these great targets. I have a map from the last conversation with where they presented their idea of Geiger Energy, and we see that their claim is around this Orano claim, where they have this Kikavik deposit already, and they see a lot of nice targets which stand out to be drilled, and this Tatigak and Karvik targets are here. Deposits, not really deposits, but there is already they found already uranium here, and they made the follow-up drill program last year at these two points, and then the others are really exciting possibilities to drill more to make another big discovery. And there are sandstone targets. They have the potential to host unconformity targets like the big mines in the Athabasca Basin, like Cigar Lake or MacArthur River. These yellow ones, and the red ones are more basement targets without sandstone over it, like the Arrow project or the Arrow deposit from NextGen, and Akio. Akio is also more basement target, but really near surface, and they have also here another 5 interesting targets which look really great to put money there and drill there in order to find the big thing there, the elephant, so to say. So problem is with Forum, great targets, but nearly no cash left to drill, and a desperate move 2 months ago, selling a 2% royalty to URoy on this whole Aberdeen project, what we've seen here. So they were so desperate, they had to get $1 million, 1 million Canadian. They sold a 2% royalty on this really big deposit, or no, the big land package they have. And on the 2 initial discoveries from Cameco with their follow-up drilling in 2024. So yeah, it was not a great move, but the only way to bring this thing on in order to have money left to drill and make this big discovery what's also their target. So hitting big with the last bucks to increase the share price and raise new dollars. This was also the idea for Forum. The money was their last chance. They were really desperate, like I said already. And yeah, I think this is there are two situations here. Baseload has the money, but the targets are okay, but not that great. Sykes also said in one of the last interviews, videos he made, that the 7,000 meters, what this 4 million Canadian cash is about, 7,000 meters might be a bit short, a bit too less in order to find really sure something down there on this TT target. On the other side, Forum has a lot of really interesting targets there up there in the Thelon Basin, and they are more shallow than this TT target of Baseload. So the thing, or the idea is to bring them together, and that was the news. I was a bit shocked, and this constellation before the merger I will show you, and then I'll show you how this is going forward. So on the one side we have Baseload Energy with their CEO James Sykes, but they are not alone, not self-sufficient, not the only ones who make the decisions like CEO, like James, but they have the org group behind them, James has the org group behind him with their founder and chair Stephen Stewart and other people around him. On the other side, we have Forum Energy with their CEO Rebecca Hunter. They are not part of any group. They did their races on their own, normally with help of Concord or something, guys like them. But they were independent or are independent, and therefore there was this merger talks with the founder and chair Stephen Stewart with the board of Forum Energy, and they talked about merge in a way, not that the org group buys out the Forum Energy shares, but that they bring them together and form a new company. And so the idea is to form the new company called Geiger Energy, and these two, Forum and Baseload, will disappear, and the chair will be Stephen Stewart, and Geiger Energy will be part of this org group, and the CEO. And that's the thing you have to think about. They have now two CEOs. One is Rebecca Hunter and one James Sykes. One has to step down, and the other will be there and be the new CEO of this company. And it's a decision made by the org group, I would think. And it's against James Sykes in one thing. If you see it in this one from this one direction, but on the other hand, you want these assets of Forum, you want merge with them, you have to bring something on the table to convince them to make this joint venture or this merger. And I think one thing is the cash Baseload has. The other thing is Mrs. Rebecca Hunter will be the CEO, and the third thing is they will be bigger in the end and under this org group in order to have it easier to get financed in the future, I think. And that James Sykes is only a board member and not the CEO anymore of this new company. Some people told me that they think that James Sykes was a bit frustrated, a bit depressed in the last videos they saw. I would say this too. He didn't look that amazed, in my opinion, and I wrote to him. I think it was the first reaction from him, and the more he thinks about his new role, his new possibilities, maybe also outside of Baseload in some years. It's a proper way to do it like this. I don't think that James Sykes is now going against all these things we are going on here and all the ideas Rebecca Hunter has. I think they both fit quite nicely together. Both have a strong geological background, and what I heard in the last two videos Sykes presented, I think he has some fire in him already still, and I don't think that he will step back and do nothing after this merger. On the other side, Sykes told me that he wants to be the guy who will find more than 1 billion pounds of uranium. That's his goal. That's what drives him. And being now not the CEO of the new company, which has the possibility to find more pounds in the ground. Yeah, it's surely a bit disappointing for him, but I don't think that it's that his ego is bigger than this whole Geiger Energy thing. I mailed him. I also said that I'm a bit disappointed about this whole thing. It was my first reaction, and he said, yeah, he is too like on this side, but on the other side there are so many great opportunities here, and for us shareholders this is the better way. Not having not relying only on this TT and TAP targets here in the short term, but have the possibility to find a lot of uranium up there with this 7,000 meter drill program up there. The odds are bigger, and that's this surely the better way for this company to go forward, to use these dollars they have left. Okay, so my conclusion in the end. First of all, Baseload and Forum will disappear and form the new company Geiger Energy. A bit sad. I was a great supporter of Baseload Energy. I told Sykes in the last sentences of this video I made with him that my buddies and I we talked about the Baseload boys and made this joke about it, and only on a funny side now, Baseload boys will be gone. Should we be the Geiger boys? It sound not that great. Let's see. Baseload will be gone. Forum will be gone. It's Geiger Energy in the end. No big thing, I would say, but a new start. Let's see what this will bring. Geiger will hold very promising properties in the Athabasca Basin and the Thelon Basin with a lot of potential to grow, and that's what you have to have in mind, and that really this merger will bring together really a lot of interesting great targets in the Athabasca Basin with this Athabasca Basin 2.0 theory. Geiger, this is the map. Geiger will have at least 11 projects here in and beside the Athabasca Basin with their flagship project Hook, and a lot of opportunities and a lot of optionalities like they write here. And on the other hand, they have this great opportunity in the Thelon Basin underexplored area with Orano having a great project already on current maintenance with 133 million pounds, and they have also the need to get into production soon, because they now have the problem with Niger and Niger and their problems there, that they lost their possibility to mine there in the last weeks and months since this coup last year. So they are looking for other possibilities to get uranium for their fleet in France. So they are interested in seeing more pounds over there in the Thelon Basin, and maybe have the possibility to build infrastructure there and to build a jurisdiction there, a real uranium jurisdiction. And this is the idea, to focus on this part of Canadian exploration there in the Thelon Basin, where it is underexplored, and Orano has the need to step forward their projects. And if Geiger finds something more and can make good progress in this Tadygak and Corvik deposits and bring out bring them on and bring out a resource estimate, so that this would be more promising, more compelling, more the better way to put the dollars in. What's also interesting is that Orano drilled 20 gravity low anomalies there in the 2000s, and they hit 5 basement hosted deposits already there. That's a 25% discovery rate. And if Baseload or Geiger Energy is now also in this situation to test at least 9, 10 whole gravity lows there, that they will find something, maybe even 2 or 3 new deposits, and this would be the hope that the market will recognize this, and that Orano will be maybe interested in buying Geiger, or that they come together and think about making a new jurisdiction out of their holdings here. The York Group decided to prioritize the Aberdeen project over the Hook project, because the probabilities of a quick success look more promising here, and that's what I told you in the last picture. And I completely get their idea behind it, and the strategic decision. That's on the one hand bad for Baseload, or not Baseload shareholders, but James Sykes, because he will not be the CEO anymore. But that was a strategic decision of the York Group, and I would say that's the right decision so far. So therefore, Hunter will be the new CEO and Sykes steps down. But both have great geological skills, and hopefully they can act as a team going forward. If they act as a team, and I hope so, I think they will match properly, and the outcome will be even better, I think, in the end. The Damocles sword of a massive delusion is not banished yet, but the probabilities of a lower one has improved, because the targets on Aberdeen are more promising than this one TT target, or these 2 targets with TAP, where the chances of finding something really significant is limited to these 2 sections, to these 2 targets. And the new company Geiger has now the possibility to drill a lot more targets up there with the same amount of money, and the probability to find something big over there in the Thelon Basin are much higher. So it's I think the right step. It's still my feeling that this is the right step for this company, and for Baseload, and for us as Baseload shareholders. The near-term success is crucial to keep this project running. This is clear. The near-term find there, the big hit, is crucial. It was crucial for Baseload, and it was crucial for Forum. Now with this new constellation, it's more proper. It's more, the odds are rising, and that this will be possible to find this near-term success. If the big hit can be landed, the future is brighter than if both were to act separately. That was what I told you a minute before. And in the end, keep the fingers crossed. We had to cross the fingers with this TT and TAP project for Baseload, and now we have to keep the fingers crossed with this Aberdeen targets up there. And like James Sykes said, if they will find here something and are able to raise good money for a good price, they will come back to test this TT target in the wintertime, because then they are not able to drill in the Thelon Basin. And they so this whole TT target, this whole TT excitement will be 6 months later, hopefully with a higher share price and a lot less dilution in this way. So in the end, I think this merger makes sense and is a good step in the right direction for the baseload energy shareholders, for sure, I think. And we will see what the future will bring. I think it has still a great future, and now the odds are even better, I would say, than in the past. So I'm excited, and you can comment in the comment section what you think about it. The first reaction was also why this step now before this interesting target TT was drilled and so on and so forth. But if you think about it, I think it's the right step going forward, and then that's all we need as a shareholder, which is that the money is wisely spent in this dilutive environment of these junior miners. Okay, thanks. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Then please consider to like, to comment, to subscribe, and to share this video. And thanks for watching. Until here, I hope my English is not that bad for you, and it's you can understand what I wanted to bring to you. Please comment also in English under the video. I'd like to discuss with you, and if you don't mind, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll do some follow-up videos in English if the resonance is quite nice. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.